Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. I'm going to try something here. I'm processing my email. I'm going to try to go through a bunch of emails real quickly here and just pump out answers, quick answers to questions. Here, let's try this. So, first question, will my high school relationship last in college? Hello, John. I'm 18 years old and I recently graduated from high school. I'm planning on attending college this following year. I'm planning on majoring in computer science and I hope to one day become a successful programmer. I'm also in a monogamous relationship and my partner and I have been together for 6 months. Both of us are going to attend the same college. That's going to get interesting. However, many people have talked to me and told me to end my relationship because they say high school relationships do not survive college, and that if I'm in a relationship during college, I will not be able to fully experience a college life. What does that mean, buddy? I think I know what that means. What should I do? Should I stay or break up with my partner? Your videos are awesome and thank you for the help. I'm not going to say break up with your partner, but it's probably going to happen, so be prepared for it. I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm going to say it. Yes, do it. Because you know why? If you're asking me this question, you're not that serious anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I would just prefer not to have the weird, awkward situations of, I mean, you're going to have awkward, you shouldn't go to the same college. That's crazy. Don't do that. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. If you're with your girlfriend and she's like, doing stuff, and then you're wanting to do stuff, then that's gonna be weird. And if you're not, and you're broken up, and then that's still gonna be weird. So, I don't know. It's up to you, dude. Sounds like this isn't gonna work, though. I probably agree. I wouldn't break up just on the fact that it might not work, but the fact that you're emailing this probably says that it's not gonna work. So, that's my advice is, yeah, I think probably if you're asking this question, whether you should end it, it doesn't sound like you're all that serious, so just end it. And, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you, something like that. All right, next question. Let's see. Teams use Tip Hive to optimize and reduce team meetings. Nope, sorry. I don't care about that. Delete. Okay. Upgrade. I would show you my screen, by the way, but some of these emails are personal. I don't want to reveal it to everyone. Upgrade to partner at my current job, and now what? This one's too long. Okay. Arthur, assistance in app development. Oh, here we go. I sent you an email yesterday, but there was a problem with my inbox and I'm not so sure you received it. Sending it again just in case. Sorry if you got it twice. Here's the email I'm talking about. I'm Arthur, an app developer at AppBoss. I hope you don't mind the cold outreach. I just think your company can benefit from our What? No, Arthur. I don't care about your product, dude. Oh, man. No. Okay. This is what you get. Let's see. Email from Tom, your recent Pluralsight email. Okay, not a question. All right, we're gonna attach this as a soft skills survey. No, I'm not gonna send a survey out. Okay, it's getting easier. I need to get to something good here. Let's see. From Kestrel. Have you checked out Grant Cardone? He wrote the 10X Rule and book, and his philosophy in life is 10X your goals and effort in life. He is massive on our biggest problem in life, obscurity and dominating your market. He dropped thousands of videos on YouTube, which remind me of what you're doing. Here are 2 of his best videos. Interesting. I will come back to that. Thank you, Kestrel. Radioactive Fist Foot. This guy's awesome. He's going to do the Draw My Life video. I'm going to do the animation for it. This is going to be pretty cool. I got to get back to him on that. Not really doing a good job processing email. I'm just reading them. Okay, here we go. Daniel. Hey, John. I'm a big fan of your show. I like that it's called a show. And I believe that you give some of the best advice. Well, ever since I was 10, I've been really integrated by computer and robotics. I'm around 13. I've come to the conclusion that I want to be a computer engineer. I was always great at math, but I always struggled with spelling, grammar, and reading. I managed to get accepted to university, but struggled so much with all the reading assignments that the teachers gave me. I ended up dropping out and getting a job at Amazon. Not too shabby. I wasn't able to make rate because I had to read from a small screen and then go look for the item in the shelf. Oh, okay, that kind of job, not a program job. Okay, that was when I realized something was wrong, so I went to the doctor and I was right. I was diagnosed with dyslexia. Okay. I have other interests in life, but I know for a fact that engineering and programming is my absolute passion. I tried getting treatment for it, but my health insurance won't cover it. What do you suggest I do? Okay. Work twice as hard, maybe 3 times as hard. This sucks. I mean, you're dealt an unfair deal. Dyslexia. A lot of people do overcome it. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. But I do know enough stories of people overcoming it that I think you're going to have to just like work harder. You're going to have to you're going to have to become better than people who don't have it in order to make sure that you're going to be okay. I don't know what the treatment is that health insurance will cover. Maybe find out, see what they do, see if there's some exercises or something or some way that you can, work it on your own. I think there are, right? I don't think you need necessarily quote treatment. I think you can probably find a self-treatment program. Look at that. Look and see what look for successful people with dyslexia, email them. Say, dude, I'm 13 or whatever. If you're 13, yeah. Say, dude, I'm 13. I want to do computers and robotics. And I think, does Elon Musk have dyslexia? I don't know. There's a few famous people out there. Research it, find them, email them, keep bugging them, keep following up, and say, help me. And say, I'm willing to do what it takes. Just point me in a direction of what I should do next. Just give them a simple question to answer. And yeah, that's what I would do. Because I don't know enough to advise you on this, but yeah. Okay, let's go on here. Badilos. Here we go. This one is doable. Hi John, I currently live in Groveland, Florida, just west of Orlando, and will be relocating to South Florida for a better job offer. We bought our house in 2011 at $99,000 and currently pay $680 a month. That's not bad. The house is now worth $185,000 and probably could rent for $1,200 to $1,400. My thought was to move to South Florida into a cheap apartment with my family of 4 and try to pay my house in Groveland off as soon as possible. I've never been a landlord or ever done anything like this before, but I want to one day own many properties that are paid off and just collect the rent money. That's good. I figured the first house may take a few years to pay off, but the more I did this, the faster I could pay off houses in the future. True. I do have a property manager in mind. If I went this route, I spoke to a financial advisor from my bank who said I should sell my house and take the money. So typical of financial advisors. They're such stupid douchebags. I hate financial advisors. They don't know shit. It's ridiculous. Every time I talk to a financial advisor, my first question is, what's your net worth? And it's never above $1 million. So I'm like, if you can't get yourself rich, or at least a net worth of $1 million, you got nothing to say to me, dude. Yeah, maybe your plan will work, maybe you got it figured out, but you don't have practical application or experience. If a billionaire tells me some advice, I'm going to listen to him. Not a financial advisor with some bullshit degree from some university that says that he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't. So, what are your thoughts and advice on all this? Thanks in advance, Nelson. Don't listen to financial advisors because they're full of crap. And watch my series on rentals, on property, on real estate investment. And if you still want to do real estate investment and you're willing to do the work, sounds like you've got the dream, rent this out. Go ahead and do the thing, pay it off. If you move down to Southern Florida though, just buy a cheap house. I mean, interest rates are low. Don't rent an apartment, I think. And then you'll have your second house and live in that one and pay down the first one. You can probably get, just as cheap of rent or mortgage as you can rent at this point if you have good credit, and I'm sure that you do. So yeah, pay off the house and rent it out. You're be prepared to make some mistakes, but if you got a good property management company in mind, try it out. You got to learn. That's the only way. If you want to have this dream, you're going to have to go ahead and make those little mistakes and hopefully they're not too big, and move on and then do the next thing. So yeah, don't listen to financial advisors. They're dumb. So okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, Maverick. Oh, here's a short one here. I have fats and carbs. Hey John, should I cut out my fats and keep my carbs to moderate level while intermittent fasting? No, no. This is opposite of what you should do. You should be high fat. that's what I think that's the most beneficial, especially with intermittent fasting. Do not cut out your fats. Cutting out fats is bad, right? You know, I've seen the best results on high fat diets. So you want high fat. The carbs you want to take right before and right after your workouts, especially if you're fasting. That's when you're going to get the most benefit from the insulin sensitivity, and then the insulin receptors on your muscle cells will absorb them and replenish glycogen supplies, which will pump you up, literally. So keep the fats high, otherwise testosterone will drop. And yeah, I think you want to stay on high in fats. You know, actually, what I recommend, what now is weird, opposite of what I used to recommend, is to actually keep the protein fairly low. Keep the fats high. Carbs, I like to make it mostly fat, you know, and keep the carbs down and the protein down. You don't need much of that, but yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do too. Like, I'm assuming if you're doing IF, you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle, or you know, or some variation. But there you go. All right, moving on. What do we got here? Military to private sector conundrum. Okay, I think this might be the last one that we're going to do here. I don't know, we could extend this. All right, hi John. I'm about to hit the end of my 6-year military career, and I'm forced with the decision of committing to a longer service or trying to pursue success in the civilian world. I worked as a cyber vulnerability management technician at, I'm not going to say where, for 4 years. My duties were Retina ACAS vulnerability scanning, patching, troubleshooting, and reporting network status up to higher organizations. I gained proficiency with Active Directory, remote administration, vulnerability research, and countermeasures, and SCCM config manager. The really important part is that during my time here, I found my love of scripting. My love of scripting. Okay, in 4 months, I went from no scripting experience whatsoever to fluent in writing several thousand-line script in PowerShell and Visual, deploying updates and regularly registry edits across 14,000 desktops via multi-threading and client-side processing, fixing over 800,000 high-risk vulnerabilities in accordance with DISA regulations with no training, formal education, or mentorship whatsoever. There we go. I currently have a Sec Plus certification, DoD PowerShell certification, and TS Top Secret / SCI clearance. Okay, the problem though is that I'm only 24 years old and will only have an AS when my 6 are up. Do you think it would be good to get a decent job in the private sector? And if so, what kind of salary would I be looking at? Thanks for taking the time to read this message. So, yes, definitely get a job in the private sector. I agree. I think you're going to be fine. I mean, you've got really high level skills. Go after all the government contractors. That's what you want to go after, all the security. You know, security is really big right now in the software development community. It will continue to be. And yeah, just go and hit up all the contractors, you know, Boeing, I'm blanking them all, but you know what they are. I forget, you know, it's been a while since I talked to I've been involved with the defense contractors, but yeah, all of those, you know, Northrop Grumman, I don't know, Spinning Bows, a government contractor anymore. You know, anyway, you know who they are. Go and talk to them, and you will definitely get a job. Like, what can you make? You should be able to make 6 figures. I would be going for a 6-figure job at least, because you got the skills, rare set of skills that are lethal. Like, I mean, literally, these are really valuable skills, right? That you have coming from the government and working in the government. So yeah, I would totally do that. Definitely. All right, moving on. Conference. Here we go. For the conference we'll be holding soon, please send me the slides before 8 July. A template can be used in the attachment. Oh, the China conference does not know that I do not use slides. So I'll be answering them back and saying, I don't do talks with slides anymore. So let's see, advertising on simpleprogrammer.com. Oh, this is great. Hi, John. Valinda has forwarded your email to me. I'm interested in placing a permanent article with text link to one of my bingo/casino sites in your website, and the link to the post will look natural. I can assure you I have a brilliant writer, and the article will fit the content of your site. I can send you a sample of my post if you'd like. If possible, let me know your price for it. Sure. John, I will tell you what my price for that kind of spammy crap would be. It's going to be high. It's going to be... What I do for $5,000, like tarnish my reputation that much? It's just one article. Nah, $10,000. I will reply back and tell you $10,000. If you pay me $10,000, I'll put up one spammy link on my site. Sure, who wouldn't do that? All right, I don't think he'll do that. Let's see, digital marketing services at reasonable cost. Oh, look, another advertisement. Hope you're doing well. Myself, Robert, I'm a web designer, online researcher. Yeah, I can provide you SEO, blah, 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 and redesign your website. Delete. Okay. Oh, read receipts. No, thank you, sir. That's extremely rude. Thank you. Let's see, you need to read this article? Not right now. Bad programmers. Not a good question. Smarketing growth. What the heck? This is just junk. I'm just deleting this. And I think we're almost at the end here. Oh, this one is too good though. Paying off credit card debt versus 4K monitor setup as a programmer. That will be a video in itself. It's too good. Sorry. Thanks for writing this series on learning mistakes. Thank you. And let's make developers richer. Okay, so I've processed all of the email that I care to share with you today. Some quick hits, some quick answers to emails. If you like this kind of, just me going through my email and answering some random questions, let me know. I probably won't do too many of these videos, but if it's wildly popular, then maybe I'll do more. Anyway, that's it for now, for today. If you like this video, if you like this, I don't know why you'd like this video, but if you do, like it and then subscribe, and that's it. Take care.